It is now 9:59. Would you please rise for the faculty, special guests, and for the class of 2016?
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and for the singing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
Dr. Debbie Bergeron, Principal.
You can be seated. As I said a little earlier as you were getting seated, I think it's a great problem when you have so much support that we fill up the gym to its absolute fullest. It's great to see everybody here today, faculty and parents, honored guests in the graduating class of 2016. And of course, it's very important to point out some of our special guests who have taken time out of their morning to come help celebrate with all of you. Dr. C. Bruce McDade, Division Superintendent, Manassas Park City Schools. I'm going to have you hold your applause. We're good at doing this in an hour, but it only works if you wait to clap. But then you can clap really loud. Miss Brenda Foster, Chair of the Manassas Park City School Board. Mrs. Rachel Kirkland, Vice Chair of the Manassas Park City School Board. Mr. Eric Harmon, Member of the Manassas Park City School Board. Mr. Carlos Vargas, Member of the Manassas Park City School Board. Mr. Hong Shu, Member of the Manassas Park City School Board. Mrs. Dana Williams, Clerk of the Manassas Park City School Board, Human Resource Assistant. Mr. Brian Polk, Vice Mayor of Manassas Park. Mr. Preston Banks, Member of the Manassas Park City Council. Mr. Suhas Nadoni, Member of the Manassas Park City Council. Mrs. Jeanette Rischel, Member of the Manassas Park City Council. Mr. Michael Carrera, Member of the Manassas Park City Council. Dr. Jeffrey Jackson, Associate Superintendent of Teaching and Learning. Mrs. Krista Kelly, Director of Financial Services. Mrs. Shannon Watson, Director of Human Resources. Mrs. Jennifer Braswell Geller, Director of Special Programs. Mr. John Mammon, Director of Assessment and Accountability. Mr. Matt McCormick, who's not sitting in here with us, but he's making sure this is live streamed so that everybody can see it, Director of Information Technology. Mr. Paul Simpson, who is also not sitting with us, so he can make sure the grounds look beautiful and everybody has what they need outside, Director of Maintenance. Mrs. Jennifer Kiernan Graham, Supervisor for Student Services and Special Education. Ms. Nicole Sarich, Division Math Specialist. Mrs. Tania Brown, Division Reading Specialist. Mrs. Pam Kelso, Manassas Park Middle School Principal. Mr. Donald Frischkorn, Manassas Park Middle School Assistant Principal. Miss Stacy Mammon, Manassas Park Elementary School Principal. Miss Melissa Pitts, Manassas Park Elementary School Assistant Principal. Mrs. Pam Terry, Cougar Elementary School Principal. Mrs. Desiree Reynolds Tickle, Cougar Elementary School Principal. And Mr. Jeremy S. McPike, Virginia Senator, District 29. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much for, again, taking time out of your day. I've never been to a graduation that lists that many people who take time to come support. How fantastic is it? On September 11th, 2001, at 9:45 a.m., Michael Hinkson and his guide dog, Roselle, exited the North Tower of the World Trade Center, which was engulfed in flames at the time. At 10:29, just 44 minutes later, the 110-story building collapsed. This week, we had the special privilege of meeting Michael Hinkson and his new guide dog, Africa. The story of his escape from the World Trade Center on 9/11 is intriguing. But before he ever showed up for work that morning, Michael Hinkson's life was inspirational. I have always believed life is less about what happens to you and more about how you respond to life. I can't think of anybody who exemplifies that better than Michael Hinkson does. He's chosen to take what most would call a disability, being blind since birth, and turn it into an asset. If you leave here today making a commitment to yourselves to turn your weaknesses into your strengths, to take challenge and let it make you stronger, you will be set. I was reflecting on some of my own challenges throughout my life, thinking about whether to share them with you today, when I realized you don't need me as an example. You have yourselves. As I contemplated this class, many of you resonated with this message. One of you started this year as one of my seniors who I thought had no chance of graduating. You worked very hard, but standardized testing just wasn't for you, and unfortunately, that's part of getting through this process. You came to me in January and you said, I will walk in June. You tell me what I have to do. With some incredible support from teachers, admin, and your counselor, an unwavering commitment from you, you managed to face the challenge and show us that nothing is impossible. And you're sitting out there today, and you know who you are. Another one of you sustained pretty serious athletic injury last year, and despite that injury causing you to lose what you love the most, playing sports, during your senior year no less, you continue to support every one of your teammates and stay focused on school, using your injury to strengthen your ability to support others and hone your coaching skills for sure. It's a wonderful example for all of us. And all of you had to face the loss of Mr. Toland in the fall. Again, instead of falling apart, you rose to the occasion. You became stronger, attending his funeral in Washington, D.C., and creating a vigil and a basketball tournament that not only raised money for pancreatic cancer research, but more importantly, sent an incredible message to Mr. Toland's family that will remain with them forever. This is powerful stuff. In each of these stories, there is an example of strength and courage despite challenging circumstances. So to the class of 2016, I congratulate you and I wish you the very best as you venture out to navigate the world, just like Michael Hinkson navigated the North Tower that day. You are sure to have challenges along the way, but I have no doubt you have the ability to take on those challenges and use them to strengthen you and move you forward. I'm very excited to see where you land. Congratulations to all of you, and now I'd like to bring up Ms. Danica Booth, your class president.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. When I was preparing the speech, to be honest, I put it off. Not because I'm afraid of crying in front of hundreds of you, which will most likely happen, or when I asked Zara last Monday if she had started her speech, yet responded with, no. I put it off because I truly cannot believe the day we all worked so hard for is finally here. The moment we were all counting down for it, and the day we finally say goodbye to the years spent at Manassas Park High School. I would like to start off by thanking the administration, faculty, and my family. To our teachers and administration, thank you for unselfishly devoting your time, knowledge, and inspiration. You took the time to explain our homework and assignments, sometimes more than once, because we weren't paying attention, and challenged us in every aspect. To our family, thank you for supporting us in everything we do, and more than we can possibly count. You gave us enough space to let us learn how to work things out ourselves. You came to our 2-hour-long band concerts and choir concerts, sat in the freezing cold stands to watch our sporting events, and now you're here watching us walking across the stage. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me the unconditional love and support throughout these years. Graduation has shown us how capable we are in achieving our goals when we dedicate ourselves to them. The journey that lies ahead of us won't be easy. There will be bumps on the road, missed exits, and stumbling blocks. There will be times where you feel isolated from the world and cannot go on. But we are not alone. We are all in this adventure together. Mr. Tolan had only been in the building for a couple of months before we were told that he had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and would not be able to work at the school anymore. His dedication to his students was perceptible, even though he only got to know us for a few short months. He told us and taught us to keep our heads up in any situation and fight our way through it. He would tell us, "You are going to be somebody." And little did we know that it would influence us. Nothing rewarding is easy to achieve, but that does not mean to give up on yourself. Don't stop, don't give up, and don't lose hope. We can achieve our dreams because it is worth it. Today is only the beginning of new opportunities, and from this day forward, live your life to the fullest and make each moment memorable. Thank you. The Manassas Park High School senior choir members will sing a melody arranged by Christina Shank.
It's our last chance to share the stage before we go our separate ways. High school wasn't meant to last forever. It's our last chance for us to shine, to bring you music one more time. So come on, 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 the struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. Since we found out that anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could happen. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember, and live in the life of friends. Love, 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 love.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb.
standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years, there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. Never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain, that it's so hard to say goodbye.
I believe I
But
can fly.
yesterday's gone,
I
we
believe I
got
can touch the sky.
open arms.
I think
I'm
about
so
it every night
thankful
and
for
day.
the home
Spread my wings
so
and
glad I got to know you.
I believe I
The
can
times
fly.
that we had,
I see me running
like
where I
a
am.
photograph.
I believe
You
I
were
can
in my heart forever.
I believe I can
I'll
fly.
always
I believe I
remember.
can fly.
Zara Mirzai, SCA President.
Welcome, faculty, honored guests, my fellow graduates, and families. I was introduced to the Manassas Park school system when I was a kindergartner, and I have remained a student here for the last 13 years, and man, have we changed a lot since then. As I look out to my fellow graduates, I can easily say a good majority of you all I had the pleasure of meeting in Cougar Elementary School when we were all kindergartners, first or second grade, and others I may have met in the more recent years. But the one thing that we should never forget is that we have encountered so much change and have made great memories together, including bowling in the parking lot of the elementary school when the Bowl America truck came around, experiencing the hurricane that had our trailer classroom shaking, transitioning from those same trailers to a brand new eco-friendly elementary school, being highly encouraged or forced to play a musical instrument, going to several different amusement parks for band competitions, attending our first pep rally as Fresh Meats, going to New York for our senior trip, and finally today, graduating as a class of 2016. Before we continue today's ceremony, I'd like to recognize our families who have no choice but to love us despite all the emotional and physical pain we put them through. And I'd like to specifically thank my parents for never doubting me and for always supporting me through everything I've faced in life. My brothers for teaching me what tough love is all about. And lastly, I'd like to thank my older sister Miriam for being the strongest and hardworking female figure in my life. She is truly my role model. Now, I know many of us are probably thinking that we cannot wait until an hour from now when we are officially done with high school, or some of us may still be unsure about what we will be doing in the next 4 years of our lives. But instead of worrying about the next hour or 4 years from now, we should be focusing on creating this last final memory as the class of 2016. Thank you.
The Salutatorian for the class of 2016 has earned a cumulative 8-semester grade point average of 4.6463. He is the son of Sanjay and Rani Gupta and will attend the University of Virginia as a Rodman Scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, Abhishek Gupta.
Thank you, Dr. Bergeron. Good morning, parents, teachers, administrators, special guests, and most importantly, you, students, the class of 2016. It gives me great pride to say that I am graduating as part of this class. I could not, however, have accomplished this task or any others by myself. To all teachers, so much you've taught us in such short times while tolerating our fuss and some petty crimes. Thank you, dear teachers, for this education so we have great futures and some inspiration. To Mr. Jeffrey Gamble, you taught me the world through your memorable personality, with my marketing wings unfurled, ready to conquer reality. To Mr. Frank Kasich, I owe you all of my college app success and spring semester essay stress. To Miss Cindy Watson and Miss Stephanie Church, two amazing counselors through whom I accomplished with flying colors almost anything I wished. All right, enough with these silly rhymes. I have been here since 2nd grade, and with such a small community and amazing opportunities, I couldn't have been at a better place. For my 4 phenomenal years in both cross-country and academic team, I've enjoyed a lot in meets, races, even during the rap battles on the bus rides. Yes, even the time I got lost on one of the race courses, which was supposedly well-marked, was a fun day. Let me tell you though, it wasn't well-marked. DECA 2 was phenomenal, both as leader and as participant. I have learned a lot from you guys, so thanks to all of you for being epic at Virginia Beach and Nashville. New York was awesome too, right? For my first time there, I think it was pretty eventful. We saw, out of all things, the world's largest fake potato, the almost complete Spider-Man trilogy, and as predicted, lots and lots of rain. Pretty eventful. Finally, Kevin, Zahir, Maysam, and Brian, you all are an invaluable group of friends. We seriously made the best graduation Marshall group. Sorry this year's Marshall, but you really can't beat 5 guys in matching bow ties. About 11.5 years ago, when I moved up a grade, I could not have known what was in store for me throughout my career. I've had varying levels of success and failure throughout all those years, but one thing always remained consistent: the support that my parents and the rest of my family gave me. You've supported me when I barged through the door, excitedly announcing that I had gotten national merit recognition, but you've also consoled me when I barged through the door, upset about my college admission results. For that, I would like to thank you very much. I probably don't say it often, but I love you all and I don't know what I'd do without any of you. Ma, Papa, Aapko, Mera Salam. I would like you to leave this room with a small thought. The hardest lesson for me to learn, and believe it or not, it wasn't in calculus class, was that despite my effort towards creating plans for the future, any little twist can mess them all up. Obstacles will always appear in your paths towards your ultimate goal, but the only thing that should change is that path. Do not let a discouraging present diminish your future. I once had a false notion that I could actually control my future, but my experiences over the past 4 years have clearly disproven that. Instead, what I have realized, and what I advise you to know as well, is that all your accomplishments will have a definitive impact on your future. As you walk across this platform, and when you receive your diploma, know that it is a cumulative symbol of your pride, ambition, and success. Nikola Tesla once said, "Let the future tell the truth, and evaluate each one according to his or her work and accomplishments. The present is theirs. The future, for which I have really worked, is mine." My fellow graduates, the future is yours. The future is mine. The future is ours. Thank you.
The valedictorian for the class of 2016 has earned a cumulative 8-semester grade point average of 4.6932. She is the daughter of Hong and Ling Shu and will attend the College of William and Mary in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Ling Shu.
There was once a time when fear didn't hold us back. It was a time when we could let our imaginations run wild without consequence and reject reality in favor of blissful ignorance. When we were filled with hopes, dreams, and actual energy to stay awake in class. And then high school happened. We were unwillingly thrown into a life of delayed gratification, giant containers of jelly beans, changing administration, weird tablet things, and a new norm of worrying about things that are completely out of our control. 4 years later, after being cranked out of the standardized testing machine, surviving stage 4 senioritis, and trying to find reason in Mr. Kasich's chicken scratch and mantras and stories, we made it. Congratulations. At the beginning of this year, we were the class of the Magic 216, eager and ready to breeze through our senior year, armed with a recreational hope that all 216 of us would make it to graduation. Now here we are, ready to leave this stuffy gym and embark on the next chapter of our lives. It's impressive. Today we have almost as many seniors as we did at the spring pep rally. I'm honored to be standing here as your valedictorian. I was told to think hard about the advice I would give to you, knowing that this was the last time we would ever see each other. Following a nice long minute or so, I realized that most of the advice I ever give is not very well received. Do your homework. Watch your language. Stop procrastinating. Don't eat those expired intercession carrots. Study for your test. Stop watching tennis. Don't play games on your school-issued tablet. Okay, Mom. All joking aside, being the biggest nerd doesn't necessarily mean I have the best advice. So I'll take this time to stroll down memory lane. We were the first graduating 5th grade class at the new elementary school. The first to get a robotics team to Worlds, shout out Team 4061A. The first to get a rock commemorating our legendary year, and the first of many to raise over $1,000 to support pancreatic cancer victims in research after the loss of our very own. Now comes the serious part, when I attempt to give cliche, slightly plagiarized but relevant advice that would beat Mr. LeHugh's daily words of wisdom any day. So here goes nothing. In the years to come, take action. I found that in our 4 years together, so much of the cynicism towards the changes here have been accompanied by a paralleled resolve to do nothing but complain until the problem fades, or not in the case of the 4x4. We shouldn't have to settle with being guinea pigs now or in the future. The world after high school is filled with so many opportunities to take action when you don't agree with a decision. Every meaningful difference that will ever happen will be the result of someone taking action. So make these next few years your trial period. Don't be afraid to raise your voice in opposition. Make mistakes, face failure, try again and again. As some smart person once said, it's your choice to be a passive victim or your own active hero. So now, to my 22 seconds of thanks. To the cross-country team, the chamber singers, my OGs, the bear builders, my favorite person in the world, my second favorite person in the world, and Asian Lightning, thanks for all your support through these hectic years. To my teachers, not sorry for asking for all that extra credit, but thanks for giving it to me anyways, except you, Ms. Clark, there's always one. To Madison, I am so excited to see what you become when you grow up. You too, Karen, if you ever grow up. Most importantly, thank you to my parents. I would definitely have attendance failed without you. These last 4 years won't be remembered by grades, extracurricular activities, or how we stuck to the status quo. Rather, it will be remembered by the bonds and friendships we made during our time here. As John Green once put it, in the end, what you do isn't going to be nearly as interesting or important as who you do it with. So to the class of 2016, I'll do what people normally do and end by sharing with you the advice of someone else by inaccurately paraphrasing their words. Have courage and be kind. Pay your taxes, don't drink. Stay in school and pursue whatever it is that you want to do with your life. Thank you.
So I was debating whether to tell Emily that the 4x4 was actually taking action. Just saying. And now I'd like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Bruce McDade.
Good morning, everyone. Across the school division, 16 remarkable individuals will be retiring from Manassas Park City Schools. They are teachers, instructional assistants, bus drivers, a media specialist, and a principal. They have a total of 372 years of collective service. I would like to recognize those who were able to be with us today and thank them for their dedication to the students of our school division. I would ask these individuals to please stand, and audience, if you would hold your applause until I have finished. Thank you. From the middle school, 15 years of service, Lynn Long. 16 years of service, Frank Kasich. 18 years of service, the principal of Cougar Elementary School, Pamela Terry. 20 years from the elementary school, Linda Tax. 28 years of dedicated service to this high school, in fact, the middle school, Mr. Jeff Florio. And finally, the media specialist from Cougar Elementary School, 31 years of service, Miss Sue Ribbaum. Please join me in congratulating these folks. Thank you. You may be seated. As I stand here this morning, I cannot help but think of my last graduating class as high school principal. The class of 2006 consisted of 95 students. We would be finished by now, 10 years ago. For the first time, as you've heard, we have eclipsed the 200 mark for the first time in our 40-year history. Congratulations, class of 2016. You're part of history. I want to take you back now just 1 month to our last school board meeting in May. On that occasion, the school division added one local business to its business honor roll. Our newest recipient, QMT Wind Chimes, is a neighbor of ours on Euclid Avenue. On your way home today, take a look to your left just as you pass the football field, and you will see a windowless sandstone building with a QMT sign on the front lawn. In fact, they just put some flowers around it. It looks really, really nice. QMT Wind Chimes, as you might expect, manufactures wind chimes. What you might not expect is that they are distributed all over the world. Led by owners Patty and Jamie Baisden and a workforce of just over 100 people, they subscribe to the notion that businesses, large and small, must do their part to contribute to the overall health and welfare of the community. The Baisdens both sit as board members on Bell, our education foundation, and have over the last number of years donated time and money to support our foundation. They've been extremely generous in support of our robotics program and the monthly family markets. They provide scholarships to support Catherine's Caring Hands at the Manassas Park Community Center. On their website, there are 23 organizations listed that receive support from our neighbors on Euclid Avenue. The Baisdens believe strongly in giving back to the community, and for their efforts, we are grateful. The spirit of giving back is alive and well among our students, and in particular, you folks, guys, the class of 2016. I enjoy Dr. B's weekly newsletter that highlights random acts of kindness. I see students setting up and distributing food at our family markets, and I'm always pleased to see photos of our students spreading cheer at senior citizens facilities and other community events. I also had the good fortune to read firsthand accounts of students' hopes and aspirations in letters written to me as part of a scholarship application process that I oversee. Both Maya Hankins and Shrishti Jiwali shared where they see themselves in 10 years. Maya told me she sees herself traveling the globe to different developing countries to institute safe environmental practices and find solutions for safe drinking water. Shrishti told me she planned to join Doctors Without Borders or the Red Cross to help people in need in third world countries. Ephraim Tumang wrote that he was planning to join one of the Virginia Tech's research groups, such as the one that helped address the Flint water crisis and start improving life in the Philippines. Emmerpreet Kaur shared how volunteering at the Prince William Hospital led to her decision to pursue medicine. She said to me, "Volunteering taught me how to better my life and to make a change within myself and the community." And finally, Abigail Krafsik has a keen interest in engineering and hopes to work in the biomedical and bioengineering fields to create machines that increase people's quality of living. Folks, social justice is alive and well on Euclid Avenue, both at the top of the hill and right here on the secondary campus of Manassas Park City Schools. I'm comforted by the fact that we have caring neighbors and students, and couldn't be more pleased that the class of 2016 is poised to enrich our world. To you, class of 2016, all 211 of you, thank you so much for leaving a legacy of caring here in Manassas Park, and all the best to you as you change the world. I would be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to acknowledge our school board chair, who is stepping off the board after 9 years, the last 3 as school board chair, of dedicated service to the students, staff, and community of Manassas Park. She, too, leaves behind a legacy of caring, one who worked tirelessly for our school division. Her efforts to promote access and opportunity for all students has been the hallmark of her tenure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and thank Ms. Brenda Foster.
Thank you, Dr. McDade, and congratulations to the class of 2016. I've been part of 9 graduations in this gymnasium, but none has been more special or meaningful to me than this one. I've watched so many of you grow up in this school system and in this community. I waited with your parents at the corner on the first day of kindergarten, and I cried along with all the moms when you got on the bus. And yes, we'll be crying together again out on the lawn in about an hour. I filled my house with crates and crates of cookies sold by the most adorable brownies. Where are my brownies? And I enjoyed helping them plan the cool trips they wanted to take with the money they raised. We never did get to Hawaii. Spending these years with all of you has been a true gift. I've learned so much from your determination, your creativity, and your kindness toward each other. You embrace your diversity, and you celebrate your differences. Now, as the first graduates of the centennial generation, yep, that's what they're calling you, the world will be watching to see how you're going to make your mark. You have an opportunity here. You can share the lessons that you've learned right here in Manassas Park, to use what you've practiced here to demonstrate that real success is more than just accumulating awards or promotions or wealth. It's about integrity, about choosing acceptance over judgment, choosing an open mind over assumptions, choosing trust over mistrust, choosing forgiveness over grudges, and choosing compassion over blame. Above all, as the great Ellen DeGeneres once said, it's about following your passion, staying true to yourself, and never following someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then by all means you should follow that. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey so far. I really can't wait to see what's next. Thanks.
We're going to take a break from the program for just a minute. You've heard from our valedictorian and our salutatorian, but this year, our top 3 students had final GPAs separated by only hundredths of a percentage point. In fact, until this week, we weren't sure how the final rankings would shake out. All 3 students were on deck and prepared for with speeches for today. The interesting thing about this situation is that these 3 students have been what I would call collaborative competitors. For many years here in Manassas Park, they have challenged themselves and used each other to raise the bar and achieve great things, but they've also worked together and supported each other. So knowing how close the final top 3 GPAs were, and how close these 3 students are, and how important this day is, I made a decision to break from tradition and have our top 3 students speak today. Our next speaker is an exemplar student, the son of Suhas and Raj Nadoni, and will attend the University of Virginia in the fall as a Rodman Scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Siraj Nadoni.
Good morning. I am honored to be up here on the stage in your company on this very important day to speak a few words. First off, I want to thank Ms. Watson. Ms. Watson? Thank you for allowing me to take as many dual enrollment, NOVA, and AP classes as my heart desired and my brain immediately regretted. Even with all the mess-ups that happened this week, you've always supported me, and I really appreciate all you've done for me. I also want to give all of my teachers, the many who are here today, and the many more who are not, a special shout out for their support and words of wisdom, both inside and outside the classroom, that will define my future. I want to thank my family, my grandparents, for flying 19 hours from India to see me up here on stage. My brother Big R for blasting sick Monster Cat beats that made our early morning car rides the best part of the school day. My mother for spending so much of her time teaching me how to not drive my life and the car into the obstacles around me. And my father for constantly, very irritatingly, and very lovingly hammering me with all the important, boring things you don't learn in school. In all seriousness, you all mean the world to me. I could spend the rest of the speech trying to convey the depth of my love and appreciation for you, but I would need 18 more years to get even close. I love you. Most importantly, I am eternally grateful to the 211 black and gold about to be graduates in front of me. Yes, you, class of 2016, for your contributions to my development as an athlete, student, and now adult. These past 4 years of my life have been the greatest 4 years. To my cross-country teammates, I still have your high-quality, biodegradable, heartfelt paper plate award on my wall. To Mr. Kasich for all the BS's on the essays I wrote 90 minutes before class. And that's B specific, not the other one. My man Lorenzo, your music videos and rapping abilities open the door to so many possibilities. So in the future, you and me are an inevitability. Brielle, thanks for keeping me focused on my chemistry labs rather than Roger Federer's tennis. Felix, I still have all those videos from 8 years ago of us apparently fighting with bowling pins? I don't know either. Kira, I wish I could play 3 sports per season consistently for 4 years. I'm just not that talented. And Hamza, your work ethic is truly unparalleled. Our class is extremely well-rounded, something for everyone, all the underclassmen to be jealous of. We have skilled artists, and I'm looking at you, Fung and Reese. We have talented musicians, Shane, Hanul. You guys can join me and Lorenzo, and we can call ourselves the Sound of Diversity. We have Manassas Park Broadway performers in Nina and Garrett, and that was a great musical, by the way, Beauty and the Beast. We have athletes going on scholarships to play soccer in college. Antonio, Ari, just to name a few. I wish I could play soccer like that. We have future engineers, scientists, and doctors, and my close friends Maysam, Brian, Maya, Emily, and you too, Zoo. And then thankfully, we have an eternal overlord who will employ many of us tomorrow after he takes over and expands NASA. What I've learned from all of you will stay with me forever. Whether you go to college, the workforce, or serve in the military, each of you is unique and has the potential to do great things. Know that everyone works hard, but successful people work smart, and to know the difference. Know it's a big world, and that there's insecurity, and that nothing is given, and that anything can be snatched away from you. So take chances, aim high, and go set those goals. As we come together one last time, I offer you these last two pieces of advice. Remember to brush your teeth, and stay appreciative. Remember those who sit next to you today for their love and companionship throughout these 4 and more years. Remember those at home who set aside their personal dreams so that you could pursue yours. Be grateful for every moment that made you feel nervous and excited, weak and confident, challenged and triumphant. Cherish all that you experience in this life. It is temporary, so take not for granted what will someday be gone. Class of 2016, live happily. Thank you.
Mr. Charles Forrest, Assistant Principal.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's scholarship recipients. Students, if you'll please stand and remain standing as your name is called, and audience, please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Alicia Bonavides, the Maurice A. Allen Community College Scholarship. Reese Brogdon, Manassas Park High School Athletic Scholarship. Danica Booth, Cambodian Buddhist Temple Scholarship. Catherine Canales Sanchez, Manassas Park High School Faculty Scholarship. Janisa Diaz, Northern Virginia Community College Grants. Andy Doniena, Manassas Park High School Community Scholarship. Melania Foskey, the Bull Run Rotary Scholarship. Christopher Freeman, the Jeff Florio College Board Math Scholarship. Ethan Gaines, the Lee Jackson Scholarship, Patrick Henry Scholarship, Hamden Sidney Good Man Award, and the Hamden Sidney College Grants. Catherine Gowett, Smithfield Scholar, Foreign Studies Scholarship, and the Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship. Abhishek Gupta, the Apple Federal Credit Union Scholarship, and the Air Force ROTC Scholarship. Sharisti Gawali, Virginia Merit Scholarship, and the Superintendent's Micron STEM Scholarship. Maya Hankins, Superintendent's Micron STEM Scholarship. Amarpreet Kaur, Novant Health Auxiliary Scholarship, and the Superintendent's Micron STEM Scholarship. Alexi Carey, the Rotary Club of Manassas Scholarship. Abigail Krafzig, the American Fire Sprinkler Scholarship, the Betty Mullins Memorial Scholarship, and the Superintendent's Micron STEM Scholarship. Brian Lamb, the Virginia Tech University Grant. Yesenius Lemus, the Old Dominion University Grants and Scholarships. Hanul Lim, the Lewis Maroon Memorial Scholarship, and George Mason University Grants and Scholarships. Shane Limer, Alderson Broaddus University Presidential Marching Band Scholarship, and Alderson Broaddus University Scholarships. Marquez Malasham, the Kylene Privet Memorial Scholarship. Lorenzo May, Kiwanis Club of Bull Run Scholarship. Jennifer Mayorga, the Bell Foundation Community College Scholarship. Wesley Mullins, Army, Marines, Navy, ROTC Scholarship. Kevin Nadoni, National Merit Corporate Scholarship from the MITRE Corporation. Kathy Nunez, Manassas Park High School Athletic Scholarship. Caitlin O'Neill, Virginia Commonwealth University Merit Scholarship. Andrea Paniagua, George Mason University EIP Norman Endowed Scholarship. Zuhair Sheikh, Manassas Park High School Athletic Scholarship, the Virginia Commonwealth University Presidential Scholarship, and the Novant Health Auxiliary Scholarship. Felix Shear, Shenandoah University Academic Scholarship. Stephanie Silva, George Mason University Grants and Scholarships, and the George Mason EIP Clark Scholarship. Nina Tripodi, Rutgers University James Dickinson Scholarship. Ephraim Tumang, Superintendent's Micron STEM Scholarship. Kayla Washington, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Scholarship, and the Christopher Newport University Academic Scholarship and Grant. Kira Wentz, University of Alabama Presidential Scholarship, William Steele Memorial Scholarship, Manassas Park High School Athletic Scholarship, and the CTI Real Estate Scholarship. Bria Witchell, the Jeff Florio College Board Math Scholarship. Tyler Williams, Shenandoah University Academic Scholarship. And Emily Shue, the SEG Foundation Marathon Oil Scholarship, the College of William and Mary Research Stipend, the Apple Federal Credit Union Scholarship, VFW Audio Voice of Democracy Scholarship, Armed Forces Communications Electronics Scholarships, the National Honor Society Scholarship, Novec Scholarship, Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship, and the Manassas Lions and Lioness Lions Club Scholarship. Thank you very much. Please give them a deserved round of applause. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. And now, Dr. Bergeron.
We now turn to the most important part of our commencement, the presentation of diplomas. I'm going to invite Ms. Brenda Foster to share this special honor with me. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? I think you're really happy. This is you, right? I don't need this, do I?
No, you read that part.
Okay. Ms. Foster, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Manassas Park High School, I present these 211 candidates for graduation. According to the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Manassas Park City School Board, these seniors have fulfilled the requirements for graduation.
Platform guests, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Manassas Park City School Board, and on the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I declare these candidates graduates of Manassas Park High School with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Please turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2016 with a standing ovation.
Graduates, you may be seated. And so can everybody else.
Audience, please hold your applause until all students have been recognized so that their names can be heard. Emily Ling Shu, graduating with highest honors. Abhishek Gupta, graduating with highest honors. Kevin Surjaj Nadoni, graduating with highest honors. Zara Mirzai, graduating with honors. Danica Vorlach Booth, graduating with high honors. Kira Mai Wentz, graduating with highest honors. Sarah Leticia Tellis Olivares, graduating with highest honors. Aldrich Jafet Ahedo. Levi Alcantara Rivas, graduating with high honors. Garrett Michael Alexander. Doris Carolina Alfaro Bonilla. Christopher Michael Alkire. Maria Marcela Alonso Hernandez. Madeline Noemi Alvarenga, graduating with highest honors. Habibullah Anwar. Kiara Noemi Aparicio. Matias Aragon. Herson Rodolfo Arevalo Hernandez. Reza Mercedes Arevalo. Pearl Victoria Avendano Black, graduating with honors. Nellie Yvonne Avalos Guerra. Kelly Crystal Ayala. Amanda Lynn Ayers. Gerald Polonia Bagang. Fernando Baltierra. Samira Noel Barber, graduating with honors. Luis Gabriel Barrias Ruiz. Jolante Devon Lamont Bass. Anderson Isaiah Batras. Jacob Paul Bell. Graciela Benitez. Please give the students in Section A standing ovation. You may be seated. Once again, audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Kayla Ivani Bizazor, graduating with high honors. James William Blevins. Kendall Ellen Bolt, graduating with highest honors. Alicia Marie Bonadies. Diego William Bonilla. Reese Edward Brogdon. Michaela Jordan Brooks. Alyssa Catherine Brown. Riley Isabella Callan. Irma Marisol Canales Molina. Catherine Beatriz Canales Sanchez, graduating with highest honors. Jonathan Ulysses Cardoza. Ever Omar Carias Vallejos. Cheyenne Lynn Marie Carter. Iris Marisol Castro. Johnny Ariel Sedeno Constantini. Wilbur Ernesto Centeno Mejia. Emma Victoria Centeno Orellana. Kathleen Chapa, graduating with highest honors. Daisy Chavez. Naima Hamid Chuktai, graduating with highest honors. Christopher William Clark. Austin Othello Coates. Haley Charlene Connolly. Melanie Augustina Correa Caro, graduating with honors. Darlene Michelle Cruz Raimundo, graduating with honors. Ricky Michael Davis. Alexia May De Souza. Steve Anthony Del Real.
That's my baby.
Marjorie Yarlenes Del Cid. Jose Angel Delgado. Christopher Michael Denholm. Jasenia Diaz. Andy Kwame Donina, graduating with high honors. Junice Yvette Flores Bonilla, graduating with highest honors. Kevin Escobar. Millennia Janelle Foskey. Christopher George Freeman, graduating with high honors. Ethan Michael Gaines, graduating with high honors. Catherine Elizabeth Gowett, graduating with highest honors. Angela Marie Garcia. Jacqueline Garcia. Tyrus Nathaniel Garza. Ariel Justina Gentry. Paulina Victoria Joffroy. Dakota Daniel Geen. Jonathan Matthew Glidewell. Jessica Ann Glines. Malik Antonio Glover. Felipe de Jesus Gomez Gomez. Carla Patricia Gomez. Leslie Angelica Gomez, graduating with honors. Jonathan Brian Gonzalez Martinez. Diana Gutierrez. Stephanie Abigail Gutierrez. Shristi Gawali, graduating with highest honors. Maya K. Hankins, graduating with highest honors. Brandon Richard Hockey. Nicholas Lynn Hessel. Giselle Hernandez de Lira. Bridget Hernandez Mejia. Jessica Carolina Hernandez. Roger Steve Herrera. Ross Arthur Howe. Cheyenne Lorraine Hutchison. Antonio Misael Jimenez Morales. Sean William Kappas. Armapreet Kaur, graduating with high honors. Jacqueline Marie Keith. Brendan Patrick Kelly, graduating with honors. Alexi Carey. Abigail Louise Krafsick. Avery Jordan Kurtz, graduating with highest honors. Brian Lynn Lamb, graduating with highest honors. Yesenia Lemus. Hanul Lim. Feliciano Carvalish Lima. Shane Austin Limer. Will the audience please give the students in Section B a standing ovation? may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we would ask that you please hold your applause so all parents, family, and friends can hear each graduate's name. Genesis Maroa Lizama. Irvin Danny Lizama. Sorry? Alex Anthony Lopez. Ever Endelnielsen Lopez. Naja Nicole Lopez. Sandy Maciel Lopez Hernandez. Diego Fernando Lopez Sanchez. Spiros Demetrios Louvros. Marquez Malasham II. Marianne Joseph Benet. Jorge Alexander Martinez Rivas. Daniela Veronica Martinez. Jason Ernesto Martinez. Juan Manuel Martinez. Miguel Alicio Martinez. Maysam Jahuri Marzi, graduating with highest honors. David Andrew May. Lorenzo and Marquis Allen May. Jennifer Mayorga. Oleg Igorovich Menyelenko, graduating with highest honors. Melody Katia Michael. Tatiana Marie Milian Hernandez. Mohammed Mirzai. Omid Mirzai. Joanna Jasmine Montez. Afsani Marie Moore. Elijah Emmanuel Morales. Daniel Nicole Moscow. Wesley Clay Mullins, graduating with highest honors. Brian Orlando Navret Campos. Lok Weng No, graduating with highest honors. N.D. Vladimir Nolasco. Wendy Ellen Norman. Kathy Noemi Nunez. Melissa Daniela Oliva. Caitlin Suzanne O'Neill, graduating with highest honors. Maria de Los Angeles Oriano and Perez, graduating with highest honors. Carrie Jeline Ortiz Gutierrez, graduating with highest honors. Alexa Lizette Padilla. Maria Andrea Paniagua, graduating with honors. Tiffany Andrea Paniagua. Jordan Vincent Peltier. Jennifer Marilyn Pena Cruz. Damaris Raquel Perdomo. Fong Kim Pham, graduating with highest honors. Gloria Araceli Portillo Cabrera. Adon Enriquez Quinteros Hernandez. Andrew Hector Ramirez, graduating with high honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Section C a standing ovation. Congratulations. You may be seated. Stephanie Nathalie Ramos. Hamza Rashid. Leo Robert Ratchford. Tipapan Siri Ratana. Robert Joseph Remke IV. Samantha Karina Rivas Lovo. Oscar Antonio Rivas Moss. Brian Wilfredo Rivera. Ryan Thomas Rourke. Daniela Laura Rodriguez. Javier Antonio Rodriguez, graduating with honors. Jefferson Joel Rodriguez. Jordan Antonio Rodriguez. Catherine Beatriz Romero. Fernando Ruiz Coronado. Anna Karen Salinas Teodora. Zuhair Sheikh. Felix Lee Sheard. Adiana Marie Scholler. Maria Guadalupe Silva. Stephanie Silva. Harpinder Singh. Timothy Chase Sipes. Jessica Renee Smith. Kathleen Anta Tran. Abigail Ruth Sawala, graduating with highest honors. Shayna Kian Stubenbort, graduating with high honors. William Brody Studeni, graduating with honors. Travis Joseph Swall. Sarah Juanita Taylor. Ricardo Antonio Thompson. Miranda Nicole Tibbs. Carlo Gabalis II. Joseph Calvin Toloso. Nina Madeline Tripodi, graduating with highest honors. Ephraim Lahi Lahi Tumain, graduating with highest honors. Jamie Lizeth Tercios. Cody Allen Unthank. Chris Uup Van Wamelen. Tanya Elizabeth Vargos Quijada. Sadie Gabriela Vasquez Cruz. Ingrid Yesenia Vieira. Monica Raquel Vieira Garcia. Kayla Louise Washington, graduating with highest honors. Sarah Bethany Weinstein. Christina Wiestock. Brielle Marie Witchelt, graduating with highest honors. Tiana Alexis Williams, graduating with highest honors. Tyler Arthur Williams. Ariana Reynal Winsky. Adam Obdiaziz Yassan. Sarah Kyung Yun. Santiago de Jesus Zamora Cruz. Carissa May Zueta. Please give these ladies and gentlemen a well-deserved round of applause, a standing ovation.
At this time, I'm going to ask that all friends and family remain seated in the gym until all of the graduates have exited the gym. Would the platform guests, faculty, and the class of 2016 please rise? You are standing. Very good. And guys, I think that's a wrap.